Oh shit. Hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Zachary Reality. Happy Thursday. Today's video is going to be a little different than a lot of our reality TV recaps and lives and interviews and stuff. Today I'm just going to be catching you guys up on my life and telling you a little bit about my break and what my resolutions are for 2024.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, in every.
So if you guys are new here to my YouTube channel, please give this video a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you have not already down below. So it is 2024. We are 11 days into the new year and I just got back to Los Angeles. I guess I got back not yesterday, the day before. On Tuesday the 9th, I got back late. My flight landed at like 8:15. Shout out to my girl Rivette for picking me up because no one ever picks me up from LAX, but Rivette offered and I was just like, thank you so much. I was gone 21 days and it was just so nice to have like a warm welcome from a friend because when you arrive at LAX, it is so confusing because you literally have to take a separate bus to the Uber and Lyft section and then you have to call your Uber and Lyft, which literally everyone else is doing, and then the prices are usually so high and it's just like crazy. So I think this is like honestly the first time I've ever been picked up from LAX since I moved to LA over 4 years ago. When I moved for the first time, my friend Gilly, who doesn't even live here anymore, but she picked me up from the airport. That's the last time I can remember ever being picked up from the airport. So I got home at like probably 9:30 and I had to rush to watch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion, but my TV was broken. It was broken before I left. There was just like a setting that just did not make sense to me and it just like wasn't letting me watch cable or just like any TV. So I'm just like, are you serious? I literally had the longest day. It's like a 6-hour flight. I was coming from New York. More on where I was in a second. But I ended up watching just like an edited version of the Salt Lake City reunion on YouTube. One of those like recordings that are just like have weird background noise on you. I don't know. And then I rewatched it in the morning for the Peacock Unlimited version. And let me just give my hot take on Salt Lake City Housewives. Guys, Team Heather, Team Angie K, Team Lisa, Team Whitney, Team Meredith. Monica is the problem. Like, she definitely is great television and she's fun to watch, but like she literally came into the show with an agenda, literally screwed over everyone. It was collateral damage. She literally screwed over every single cast member. She's so mean. She's so disrespectful. Like she just has no like remorse. And like, I just can't get behind somebody that hides behind a fake account to like talk bad about people. Like we all have Finstas, but like, how are you gonna like be mean to other people and like talk trash online and be a troll? Like I cannot with cyberbullies. Like if you have a Finsta and like you're one of those blog accounts and like it's positive or it's just like memes and stuff, like that's different. But like the fact that her account was like out to get Jen Shaw, I mean, who's in jail and obviously deserves to be in jail, but like, I don't know. I just think it was really shady how she pretended to be everyone's friend and clearly got exposed for just wanting to be on TV, and Heather called her out for exactly who she is. So I am not Team Monica. I'm honestly really disappointed and disturbed on how she infiltrated her way into the group, and I hope she takes accountability on the next couple of parts.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, in everything.
I will also tell you guys like what I'm watching on TV. I'm also watching Traitors. So season 2, it comes out tomorrow, but I got early access. I got the first 3 episodes, so I'm so hooked and I cannot wait to watch it. But the next bunch of episodes are going like one at a time, so they're gonna be Thursdays until like March or April. So I just like hope that they send me more episodes because I cannot wait to see what happens. But back to me. So I landed in LA. I was gone 21 days, which is honestly a really long time to be gone. I usually travel every single year for Christmas. I think growing up, like middle school, high school, like we all have those like winter breaks, those Christmas breaks. And when you're an adult, I'm almost 5 years out of college. I'm 26. So I feel like I'm still programmed in some ways to feel like I deserve a winter break and like, you know, a Christmas break and like a spring break and a summer break and all those other breaks. Even though like I work for myself, so I work wherever I go. I work on my computer, I work on my phone, so I can kind of work wherever. And I was working a lot over the last 21 days, but I really wanted to take some time to get out of Los Angeles. I needed a long break and I just like left a week early and came back a week late from like the typical average Christmas break. So I left December 20th and I was going to my dad's house in Florida for Christmas, and he lives a little bit inland from Boca Raton. I was just like, I'm excited to go to Florida, but like I want to get out of LA a couple days earlier, but I don't want to like spend so much time with my family before Christmas, not because I don't love them, but because, you know, there's only a limited amount of days. So I was just like, I need to go somewhere new. So I stopped by Dallas on the way to Florida because when I was looking up flights, all the connecting flights were to Dallas, like from California. I'm in Los Angeles. So it was just like something that made a lot of sense to me. I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to go to Dallas. I've always been curious about Dallas. I've been to Austin a few times and I love Austin. It's so much fun. But there's just something about Dallas. I was just like, oh my God, I need to go to Dallas. So I've just booked my connecting flight from Dallas to Florida. And I was just like, if I'm gonna book a connecting flight, might as well stay a couple days. So I stayed 2 days in Dallas. I stayed downtown, which I didn't know where I was gonna stay. I had a couple of friends that lived there who told me a little bit about Dallas. I think like upper Dallas is a little bit nicer and more fun near Highland Park. That's kind of where I felt like more the young people were. And Dallas was also pretty empty because of Christmas time. I was there December 20th to the 22nd. So it was like kind of quiet. There was like a few homeless people. I felt pretty safe, but there wasn't too much to do in Dallas, especially during that time of year. So I kind of was unimpressed. I did walk around. I got my steps in. I went to some gay bars. There's this place called the Roundup, but then on that street where the Roundup is, there's like 20 something gay bars. So there's just was a lot going on and I made a lot of friends and I like went square dancing, did karaoke, and I even saw like a drag show too at night. But during the day, I like didn't really know what to do too much. I was working in my hotel and then I was like sleeping in my hotel, which was kind of what the trip was about anyway, just like relaxing and sleeping in the hotel. So that was great. It was such a quick trip in Dallas, like literally within 48 hours. And then I was off to Florida to Fort Lauderdale, which is where I flied into. My brother picked me up and I spent 5 days with my dad and his girlfriend, Leslie Ann, and my brother, and just kind of like a few of their friends who kind of popped in and out for Christmas Eve. And it was a really fun week. My dad just moved in with his girlfriend, Leslie Ann, who I really like, by the way. Everyone's like, oh my God, do you like your dad's girl? I'm like, yeah, she's fine. They're adults, I'm adults, but like he now lives with her and they live on like this little like lagoon thing in Florida where it's like lizards and like, I don't know, my brother was fishing. So it was like a really relaxing Christmas. We played a lot of tennis. We played pickleball, which is so much fun and totally worth the hype. Everyone is talking about pickleball these days. It's not overhyped. Like pickleball is so much fun. We played Rummy Cube, we played Heads Up. We just played a lot of fun games, went to Delray Beach, kind of explored that area a little bit. And then I headed down to Miami, Florida. My dad's friend has a vacation house there. So he let me stay for a few days. I ended up staying for 9 because I wanted to be there for New Year's. I just sent him a gift box to thank him for letting me stay. It was such a fabulous time. I've never really been to Miami. My dad's lived in Florida for 5 years, but I would always take the train down from Delray to go to Miami for like a day trip. But like to actually be there at night and like experience Miami as an adult, I was wow. Miami is so much fun. The city is so vibrant. There's so many places to go out, so many different pockets, so much culture, so much food, so many places to walk around. The beach is gorgeous. The air is gorgeous. The shops, the high rise, there's so much traffic. So leave at good times. Because when I was Ubering to go out every night, since I went out like 6 nights in a row, I would Uber at night and there was never any traffic after like 8. But during the day, there's crazy traffic. So I was trying to find a scooter in Miami so I can like scooter around and like see things and like be on the beach. But then there's no birds. So birds in Los Angeles, like by Venice, Santa Monica, Hollywood, like you kind of just pick up the bird and then you can just drop it off wherever. But in Miami, if you pick up a scooter, you have to return the scooter to that spot. So I could have done it one day if I found a scooter place and then like dropped it off on the way back to where I was staying, but it just never ended up working out. So I was walking a lot, like 27,000 feet, I think was my top walking. So it was crazy. But I had a full agenda in Miami. I was staying by myself, but I actually had a lot of friends in town who I was seeing, and my brother was in town too, so I met up with him and a couple of my other friends who lived in Miami. So it was actually like a really fun week where I was seeing lots of people, but I was also like living my own life, where I was like on my own schedule. So I went out to a couple restaurants in Brickell. I went to some clubs, to an event by We Met at Acme. She throws like this Jewish networking like singles event every single year at this place called the Bodega. Bodega in South Beach. So my friend Alexis told me about it because she was there. I met up with her one day, met up with my friend Shake, who you guys know from Love is Blind. We spent New Year's together. Shake was DJing at this really cool penthouse, which was just like so fabulous because there was like fireworks. Look at my Instagram to see the video. There was like fireworks from the rooftop. It was just like such a fabulous New Year's, and I made a couple new friends at that party who I hung out with the next couple of days. Shout out Teresa, shout out Kayla. And this crazy story happened where when I was hanging out with my friend Teresa, she was watching this dog on Rover. So we were hanging out with this dog all day, and she's like waiting for the owners to text her to like bring the dog back to their apartment, and she thought that she was gonna drop the dog off at 6 o'clock, and it's like 6:30, and she still hasn't heard from them. So they finally call her, and they're like, oh my god, our flight was delayed, we just landed, can you like watch the dog another night? And Teresa's like, no, like I can't, like I don't want to. We were like rushing back to watch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City finale at this time when Monica was exposed as reality contease and vaunties. So she's just like, okay, well go drop the dogs off at our house, like our high building, like our friends are there. They're gonna you could just give them the dog. So we drive to Miami Beach to drop off this dog, and I'm like, as we're pulling in, this really cute guy is like sitting waiting for us. And I'm like, Teresa, this guy is so hot. Like, I don't know who this is, but he's so hot. Turns out he was Brody Jenner, and I was just like, are you Brody Jenner? He's like, yeah, I'm Brody Jenner. And I was literally like, you look like Brody Jenner. And that's when he said, yeah. And then I was like, oh my God, can we have a selfie? It was just like so random to drop a dog off to Brody Jenner, but it was like literally so iconic. I also saw my friend Allie in Miami because her boyfriend James was DJing at Live. So it was really fun to meet up with them. And I also saw Alexia and Frankie's hair salon from Real Housewives of Miami. Wait, there was something else I was about to say. Oh yeah, I went on a date. I went on a date in Miami, and it was a date from Grindr, and we went to the St. Regis Hotel. I picked it out, and we had a couple drinks and a little fun, and that was it. Nothing crazy. But just to keep you guys in the loop, because some of you are like, when are you finding a boyfriend? Maybe we'll find one in 2024. I don't know. But after 9 days in Miami, it was time for me to go back to New York. New York is where I grew up. New York is where I'm from. I really wanted to see my mom and my grandma and some of my best friends who live in New York City. Just like I need to take a quick trip to New York before I get back to LA, because if not now, when? Because LA is far, guys. It's literally like a 6-hour flight, like 5-hour flight. Like no wonder I wanted to break it up and go to Dallas on the way, because it really is far. So I stopped in New York. My uncle picked me up from the airport, took me to my besties Sophia's in Queens. We saw snow. It literally flurried and snowed on Saturday last weekend in the West Village. It was so gorgeous. It was so much fun. I loved seeing my friends. Shout out Alyssa, shout out Meg, shout out Carly. Like I loved being in New York and seeing my friends. It really made me envision a life living in New York City one day. I think I'm gonna move to New York, guys. I just don't know when. Maybe this year, maybe next year, maybe in a few years. There's just something about New York City that is so much fun, and we had the best day running around West Village, drinking, going to different bars, and seeing the flurries and the snow. And then my last stop on the tour was going to my mom's in Long Island, where she did all of my laundry. You know, I came back here with a fresh suitcase full of clothes, saw my grandma at the nursing home.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, in everything.
And flew back to LA. And now I've been back for 2 days. And the last 2 days have been really hectic because I've just been trying to process being back in my own apartment, which I totally missed my space, even though like I was staying with family and friends the whole time. So they've made it pretty comfortable for me over the last 21 days. But just being back in my own space, there was obviously a lot to do to get settled. And yesterday I really took the initiative to wake up and get it done. Get it done. So we literally woke up and we got the ground running. We got our TV fixed. Like literally the Spectrum guy came over, he put in a new cable box for me, and now I have high-speed internet and all of the channels that I freaking pay for. My shower still needs to get fixed. That's a work in progress. It got clogged, but apparently the whole first floor is clogged. I went grocery shopping, got all my groceries. I got my oil changed. I needed to get it done before I left, but I was just like, I'll get it done when I get back. So I got my oil changed. I got my hair cut. Sorry that I'm wearing a hat, but like, cozy. I got all my packages in my mail that my neighbors were holding. It's really good to have neighbors for when you're away. Like we all do this for each other. We collect each other's packages. We collect each other's mail. I got a couple things, but this one package I got from RuPaul's Drag Race, because there's a new season. I just want to show you. I did put it on my Instagram story, but I'll show you here for YouTube. These packages are always so gorgeous, and it's just like, do I keep this? Like, I'm gonna keep this because it's so pretty, right? But like the box, I'm gonna have to throw out. New seasons of RuPaul Drag Race is January 5th. But you guys are gonna die, because they sent me this really cool shirt. If you guys are a RuPaul fan, I'm like, are you kidding? It's so cute. Power to the queens, join the revolution. Was that not a good RuPaul voice? But then it's this sweatshirt that is truly just like gagging me. I cannot wait to wear this. I think I'm gonna wear this tonight because I'm going out for my friend Allie's birthday. We're going to one of her boyfriend's shows in Huntington Beach. So I'm really excited to see all my friends today because I've missed them over the last few weeks. But this sweatshirt I think I'm gonna wear. It's so iconic. I also have been journaling. So I got a calendar yesterday, which was really important, and cleaned and organized my apartment, so everything's pretty clean. But I got a calendar yesterday. I'm a visual person. But like as far as like work stuff, I wanna like have this notebook where I could just kind of write like what I do every single day. So yesterday I literally got a new Wi-Fi password. So I wrote it down in the notebook. I wrote Spectrum is fixed. Like this video is sent in for work. Haircut, check. Spectrum, check. Shower, drain, not check yet. Oil change, check. But I need at the grocery store, figure out cameras and debox. We need a new iPhone. It was just like everything I need to do for work, for life, and just like for fun so I can like remember things. I'm gonna start using this book to write it. And this is actually an influencer, Eli. She sent me this when she sent me her book. I didn't know I needed this. So she just sent me this gorgeous book as part of like her book tour, since she just came out with a book called I Didn't Know I Needed This. And this is just like the journal of it. So I'm gonna be writing everything I do in this book every day. We'll see how long it lasts. I mean, I'm putting it right on my desk next to my computer so that I know to keep track of things, because now that I got a new phone, there are things to keep track of. And yes, I got a new phone. Okay. January 11th, recording YouTube video. Got a new phone last night. I have been needing a new phone for so long because my storage has been up, and I've literally bought like multiple cameras because I'm like, I really want to be a YouTube vlogger more than anything. I want to start YouTubing more and posting more. And I got this camera, and I got another Canon camera, and I just don't know how to work these cameras. They're so confusing, but what I do know how to work is an iPhone, and I needed an iPhone so desperately. I've had my other one for over 2 years. Just needed a new phone with so much gigabytes of storage, so I bought a new phone yesterday. It was actually really cheap. It was only a few $100s because I'm trading mine in, and I had an upgrade anyway, so it was like literally so perfect. I was at Verizon last night for 2 hours because everything had to transfer over, and getting a new phone was actually pretty easy because literally all of my social media apps were already signed in, all my pictures, all the apps I had on my phone, everything was there. Everything. I just needed to remember my Snapchat password and my bank. But other than that, like everything was on my phone. My mail was logged in, all my notes apps. It was so seamless getting a new phone, which is such a relief because I was dreading getting a new phone for months because I was so scared of the process. It's almost like having surgery where you're just like, you don't have control. Right? When you go under anesthesia, that's how I felt with the new phone. Like I'm giving my all of my trust into this Verizon worker who is setting this up for me. And I'm just like in the Verizon for 2 hours last night. And look at how much I got done within one day. Within 24 hours of being back after 3 weeks of being gone, I am on the right track and I am getting it done, right? So it's time to get kind of back settled into Los Angeles, get settled into work, get settled into life. I don't know what this year's in store for me. I definitely have an itch to move. I really want a new beginning, whether it's a new apartment in Los Angeles, because I've been in this one over 4 years, or I'd make the move to New York. Not yet, because it's still cold, but maybe in the spring. I don't know. I need to kind of see how the next few weeks settle in for me and how I feel. The thing about LA is I love the entertainment industry. I love the weather. I like the city, but I feel like I outgrew the city a little bit. I feel like I've outgrown some of the people. I feel like I have so many acquaintances, but only so many close friends. I haven't made a lot of new friends in LA in a while. This year could be different. I'm setting new intentions. I'm coming in with a fresh perspective after so many days of travel and seeing so many people I love and just knowing that there's a world out there. Like as I was describing Miami and New York, like those high-rise buildings, those jumping around from bar to, like it's just, there's just the fun and the life that just seems really cool in those places. Where LA, it's just kind of like become but then these entertainment events and these red carpets, you just can't find anywhere else. I mean, you can find some of that in New York. So I don't know. Time will tell. I'm gonna really settle in. I'm going to an event tomorrow night for Traitors Season 2. One of my big projects I'm working on this year is for the Traitors Season 2. I'm on the campaign, which is really great. I'm also doing a couple other collaborations, which you will see very shortly, but I can say that I'm doing the Traitors, so I'm gonna vlog vlog the event tomorrow night, and I'm really excited to go. And I'm also going to the Vanderpump Rules premiere party next week as well, which I was also on the campaign for. So that was another really cool brand deal that I've already done this year within the first 11 days. So we're off to a pretty good start. I want to continue to grow my TikTok. I think that now that I have a new phone, there's a lot more I could do with TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and my podcast to really grow my platforms and make more creative, engaging content to keep growing. I want to do more hosting. I want to work on a reality show as a producer. I want to just elevate my content, elevate my friends. Like, you know, I want to make sure all my friends are doing well and that I'm making new friends and that I'm open to making new friends, that I'm meeting genuine people and that I'm not wasting energy on toxic people. Not happening this year. Like, not playing, like, I just don't want to engage. You know, I'm just not engaging. I'm disengaging. Speaking of that, I have Heather Gay's book, Salt Lake City Heather Gay. Let me go get it. Clearly, I'm on my Salt Lake City kick, but I wish I brought this on vacation with me. But I want to do a TikTok and... Ooh, I actually was like on this page. I wanted to know what she said about Whitney because like there was that whole thing. But I was just like, oh my gosh, like I wish I brought this because the Salt Lake City finale and reunion captivated me. So go watch it right now. Watch Traitors. I think I'm going to check out The Trust on Netflix. The Bachelor comes back the 22nd, so we're going to be doing a lot of weekly reviews. And also, Vanderpump Rules comes back. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills I'm watching. I need to catch up on Potomac, Southern Charm. What else is on TV? Let me know what you guys are watching in the comments. I'm open to watching things that are scripted this year. So if you have any good recommendations, the only thing is I like to watch shows where I can keep up with my audience and like give updates. So if it is a scripted show that you're recommending, make sure that it's something that's like new every week, like some type of series where there's like a season finale. Is that like a thing in scripted? Let me know. I need to make breakfast and get started on my day. It's still really early. Be proud of me for waking up at 9:30. And thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that I was able to kind of catch you guys up on my life. Congratulations for me for getting a new phone. Congratulations to you guys for making it to 2024. I hope you all have a happy and healthy year. Let me know some of your resolutions. I don't like to have like one resolution. Like I just named a bunch of goals I had and, you know, ways I want to be and, you know, things I want to channel. It's just more general for me when it comes to resolutions in 2024. I truly don't want to put pressure on myself. I'm just going to exist. And I'm really excited to be back in LA and just see what these next few weeks have to offer as I settle in and, you know, come in with a fresh, clean slate and phone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. More videos coming soon on my brand new phone. Give it a thumbs up before you head out of here. Do not forget to subscribe. If you guys want more personal content like this, always let me know. But of course, I will be back with lots more reality recaps soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.